My name's OOMPA, representing Roxbury always, all days, and I'm mostly a recording artist, but just a thinker and explorer and a feeler. It was like 2017, 16. I was at this co-working space with a friend of mine, and in comes Catherine, and I didn't know who she was. And they were talking about this idea at BAMS Fest that, was in idea phase and would start to roll out or something like that. My impression was I was just finally happy to see that we had something. And by we, I mean like that Black people or Black woman, from what I was seeing at the time, was running something that represented the culture, represented the people, represented the city in a real meaningful way. I care about my community, I care about my city. And I think there's often times where, in the gig economy or as you're pursuing yourself as an artist, there are times where you're asked to leave certain parts of you home. And I think one of the things that my relationship to BAMS Fest has always allowed is for me to bring my full self. And that self is a self that cares about my people, that cares about my reputation. I'm not afraid to get on the phone with anybody from BAMS Fest and I'm like, yo, this thing is happening, what do I do, and I've never shut down. I've never turned away. We're always in conversation with each other. We're always in this sense of community that, where we have each other's back. And so I think that I've never been asked to or discouraged in the direction of shying away from my voice and or opinions or, this fight that I'm engaged in every day by living for equality. I've been afforded the opportunity to use different skills that are important to me. Whether it be poetry writing, or hosting, or different things like that I'm interested in. I think that BAMS Fest is always sort of pulling me to say, we know you're good at this, or we know you can be good at this, or we know you're interested. Let's widen the pool for you. And so I think that that's one way on a professional level. And I think that there's an investment in me as a person so that I can continue to be an artist that is unlike other institutions or organizations that I have good relationships with. I think that the very existence of BAMS Fest is to pour back into the community. In particular, I think Kat's leadership is an example of Black women in the lead and in the front. And I think that she extends that I think she recognizes the landscape on many different levels, that there are different intersections that exist. And so I think that it's always gonna be about empowerment and talent and all of these other things, but I think that there's a landscape here that she's recognizing. It's okay, women to the front too. We need y'all to come do your thing. When you support BAMS Fest, you support Black women, artists, arts and culture, changing the paradigm, changing the landscape of art in Boston and beyond.